Displaced Palestinians in the Al-Mawasi area of southern Gaza line up daily at a soup kitchen, waiting for a pot of cooked rice that, for many families, is the only hot meal they receive. Volunteers distribute food from large pots as people arrive carrying containers, forming long queues. More than 3 months into a ceasefire, hundreds of thousands of Palestinians remain displaced across Gaza, living in tents or damaged buildings and struggling to find enough food. Ayad al-Masri, displaced from Beit Hanun in northern Gaza, walks nearly 800 meters every morning to reach the kitchen. He lost 3 of his children during the war and now waits for hours with his remaining family for a single meal. He says the rice may seem like nothing, but for them, it means everything. At the World Economic Forum in Davos, former U.S. President Donald Trump said record levels of humanitarian aid have entered Gaza since the ceasefire began, while aid deliveries have increased. Many Palestinians say food and assistance still do not reach everyone in need. Prices for basic goods remain high, and many families cannot afford meat or fresh food. The United Nations says humanitarian partners can currently support only about 40% of Gaza's displacement sites due to limited funding and capacity. Fuel and firewood are scarce, and collecting them has become dangerous. Hospital officials say the 13-year-old boys were killed this week while searching for firewood. Displacement continues to drive severe food insecurity, with more than 70% of Gaza's population relying on aid. Despite talk of reopening the Rafah crossing with Egypt, expectations remain low. Hind Hijazi, displaced from Rafah and now living in Al-Mawasi, says the suffering has not changed. Hunger, disease, and hardship, she says, have only grown worse. Aid groups warn that increased assistance alone is not enough, without the ability to rebuild and recover. Gaza's humanitarian crisis continues.